Imagine a lone soldier hidden in the snow, waiting patiently for his enemy. The bitter cold bites at his skin, but he does not move. He is a ghost in the white wilderness, unseen but deadly. His name? Simo Häyhä, the most lethal sniper in history. During the Winter War, 1939 to 1940, between Finland and the Soviet Union, Häyhä became a legend. With his trusted rifle, he took down over 500 enemy soldiers, all without a scope. His accuracy and patience made him one of the most feared snipers of all time. The Soviet army even sent entire units to hunt him down, but he always outsmarted them. Because of his incredible skill, the Soviets gave him a chilling nickname, the White Death. But who was Simo Häyhä? How did he become such a deadly sniper? And what made him so effective in the freezing battlefields of Finland? Stay tuned, because today we're diving deep into his story. If you love history and amazing war stories, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Simo Häyhä was born on December 17, 1905, in Rautjärvi, Finland, near the Russian border. He grew up in a simple farming family, the seventh of 8 children. His father, Juho, was a farmer, and his mother, Katrina, was a hardworking woman who managed the household. Like most children in rural Finland, Simo spent much of his childhood outdoors, helping on the farm, hunting, and skiing. From a young age, he developed an interest in shooting. Hunting was not just a hobby, it was a necessary skill for survival in the Finnish wilderness. He learned to track animals, move quietly, and fire accurately. His small size, just 160 centimeters, 5 feet 3 inches tall, helped him blend into the environment. At age 17, Häyhä joined the civil guard, Suojeluskunta, a voluntary militia. This was where he truly honed his shooting skills. He spent countless hours practicing, earning many marksmanship trophies. While most snipers used scopes, he preferred iron sights, believing they were more reliable in the cold and less likely to reflect light and reveal his position. In 1925, at age 19, he began his compulsory military service in the Finnish army. He served in the Bicycle Battalion too and later attended the non-commissioned officer school, where he trained as a conscript officer. However, his true sniper training did not begin until 1938, just a year before the war. Häyhä was not a man who enjoyed attention. He was humble, quiet, and focused on his work. He did not boast about his shooting abilities, and he preferred to stand in the back of group photos rather than be in the spotlight. But when war came, his natural talent for marksmanship would make him a hero. His training, patience, and precision were about to be tested in the most brutal conditions imaginable. In 1938, Häyhä trained at a military center in Udi, where he learned advanced sniping tactics, range estimation, and camouflage techniques. He also trained in extreme weather conditions, preparing for Finland's harsh winters. His instructors quickly noticed his ability to estimate distances with extreme accuracy, sometimes within just 1 meter of the actual range. This training would prove essential when, in November 1939, Finland faced an invasion by the Soviet Union. Häyhä was ready. On November 30th, 1939, the Soviet Union launched a massive invasion of Finland, starting what became known as the Winter War. The Red Army, expecting an easy victory, sent over 500,000 troops, thousands of tanks, and heavy artillery across the Finnish border. Finland, with only 300,000 soldiers and little equipment, was heavily outnumbered. However, the Finnish army had one advantage. They knew how to fight in the extreme cold and dense forests. Simo Häyhä was stationed in the Kala region, one of the most intense battle zones of the war. The Battle of Kala lasted for over 100 days, with the Finnish forces holding their ground against endless Soviet assaults. In this brutal winter war, where temperatures dropped to -40 degrees Celsius, -40 degrees Fahrenheit, Häyhä became the Soviets' worst nightmare. Unlike Soviet troops who wore dark green uniforms, Häyhä wore a full white camouflage suit, blending perfectly with the snowy landscape. His tactics were simple but deadly. 1. He avoided scopes, using only iron sights to prevent glare from revealing his position. 2. He packed snow around his rifle, preventing gunfire from kicking up snow and exposing him. 3. He kept snow in his mouth, so his breath would not create visible steam in the freezing air. He would go out alone, setting up positions before dawn. He would wait for hours, sometimes even a full day, for the perfect shot. He was so well hidden that Soviet soldiers never saw him, only the bodies he left behind. The Soviet commanders, frustrated by the massive number of casualties, sent counter-snipers and artillery strikes to eliminate him. But He was always one step ahead. He constantly changed positions, used the terrain to his advantage, and never stayed in one spot too long. When counter-snipers hunted him, he hunted them first. On December 21, 1939, he set his personal record, 25 kills in a single day. His confirmed kill count kept rising, and soon the Soviet soldiers started fearing the White Death. Some reports claim that entire Soviet units were assigned to hunt him down, but none succeeded. By early March 1940, just 3 months into the war, He had racked up an estimated 500 confirmed kills, making him the deadliest sniper in history. However, his luck was about to run out. On March 6, 1940, just days before the war ended, He was finally hit by an explosive bullet, which tore apart his lower left jaw. His comrades pulled him from the battlefield, believing he was dead. He remained unconscious for a full week. When he woke up, peace had already been declared. Finland had lost some territory but had successfully defended itself against the much larger Soviet force. He, despite his severe injuries, had become a national hero. Simo He's success as a sniper was not just due to his skill, it was also because of his choice of weapons and unique techniques. Unlike many snipers of his time, he did not use a telescopic sight, relying instead on iron sights. This decision gave him 3 major advantages. 1. No reflection. Telescopic sights could catch sunlight and give away a sniper's position. 2. Better reliability. Scopes could fog up or freeze in the extreme cold. 3. Lower profile. Using iron sights allowed him to keep his head lower, making him harder to spot. His weapon of choice was the M/28-30 Pistikorva, a Finnish-made variant of the Mosin Nagant rifle. It was known for its accuracy, durability, and ability to function in freezing temperatures. The rifle fired 7.62 by 53mm R rounds, powerful enough to take down enemies at long distances. When fighting as part of a larger unit, He also used the Suomi KP/-31 submachine gun, a highly effective weapon in close-quarters combat. However, his record-breaking kill count came mostly from his bolt-action rifle. Sniping techniques. He's tactics were as important as his weapon. He used several strategies to remain undetected and deadly. Snow camouflage. He wore an all-white suit blending into the snowy landscape. Soviet soldiers who wore dark uniforms were easy to spot against the snow. Building snow mounds. Before firing, he packed down snow in front of his rifle. This prevented loose snow from flying up when he shot, which could reveal his location. Holding snow in his mouth. Warm breath could create visible steam in the cold air, so he kept snow in his mouth to reduce this effect. Changing positions frequently. He never stayed in one spot for too long, making it nearly impossible for Soviet forces to track him. His ability to estimate distances with extreme precision also set him apart. He could judge range within 1 meter of accuracy, allowing him to adjust his aim perfectly for each shot. These techniques, combined with his patience and natural talent, made him the most lethal sniper in history. After the war ended on March 13, 1940, Simo He began the long and difficult journey of recovery. His injuries were severe. His lower jaw and cheek were shattered, leaving his face permanently disfigured. He was rushed to a hospital where he underwent multiple surgeries to reconstruct his damaged features. Doctors worked tirelessly to save him. At first, they were unsure if he would survive, but He's strong will and resilience pulled him through. The healing process was slow and painful. Eating, speaking, and even breathing became challenges he had to overcome. His diet consisted of only liquid food for months, as his mouth and jaw needed time to heal. Over the next few years, He underwent over 25 surgeries, each one helping to rebuild parts of his face. Despite the pain, he never complained. He refused to feel sorry for himself and instead focused on getting stronger. He had always been a man of action, and now his battle was against time, pain, and limitation. He did not let his injuries break him. His determination was just as strong as it had been on the battlefield. He continued to practice shooting and even went hunting again, one of his favorite pastimes before the war. His love for the outdoors never faded, and he found peace in the forests where he once trained as a sniper. After the war, Simoheha faced a new battle, adjusting to life after years of conflict. His injuries left permanent scars, and his military career was over. However, he never allowed this to define him. Instead of seeking recognition for his service, he focused on moving forward. Heiha's survival made him a symbol of resilience in Finland. Many people admired him, but he did not seek the spotlight. Unlike other veterans who shared their war stories in books or interviews, Heiha remained private. He had never fought for fame, only for his country. When journalists and historians asked him about his experiences, his answers were always short and to the point. Despite his quiet nature, his reputation as the world's deadliest sniper continued to grow. Military strategists analyzed his techniques, and his ability to estimate distances with extreme accuracy became legendary. Snipers worldwide studied his methods of camouflage, patience, and precision. His story became part of military training programs, teaching new generations of marksmen the importance of discipline and skill, recognition, and honors. Even though Heiha did not seek attention, Finland honored his achievements. In 1940, Field Marshal Carl Gustaf Emil Mannerheim promoted him directly from corporal to second lieutenant, an extremely rare jump in rank. This was a sign of deep respect from Finland's highest military leadership. Over the years, he received numerous military awards, including the Cross of Liberty, 3rd and 4th class, the Medal of Liberty, 1st and 2nd class, the Kala Fighter's Medal. His impact was felt not just in Finland, but around the world. In military circles, he was compared to other legendary snipers, but his record of over 500 confirmed kills remained unmatched. In his later years, Heiha finally spoke briefly about his past. A journalist once asked if he regretted his actions in the war. His response was simple but powerful. "I only did what I was told to do as well as I could." Simoheha passed away on April 1st, 2002, at the age of 96. He had outlived almost everyone from his generation. His story remains a testament to skill, patience, and an unbreakable spirit. Simoheha's story is one of skill, patience, and survival. In just over 100 days, he became the most successful sniper in history with over 500 confirmed kills. His ability to remain invisible in the snow, his choice to use iron sights, and his calm, focused nature made him a nightmare for the Soviet army. But Heiha was more than just a deadly sniper. He was a man of discipline and humility. Despite his incredible achievements, he never sought fame or recognition. He never saw himself as a war hero, only as a soldier who did his duty. Even when his name became legendary, he preferred to live a quiet life. His legacy continues to inspire military snipers, historians, and survivalists. His tactics, using the environment to his advantage, staying patient, and maintaining extreme accuracy, are still studied in military training today. His story also highlights the determination of the Finnish people, who fought against overwhelming odds in the Winter War. Heiha lived to be 96 years old, passing away in 2002, long after the war had ended. He remains a symbol of precision, endurance, and resilience. Whether fact or legend, his nickname, the White Death, will never be forgotten. His story is proof that one person's skill and determination can change history. That wraps up our deep dive into Simoheha's life. If you want more stories like this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more historical content.